you continue. Those other diagrams, you will draw them, including this one. You will draw a name and then have the functions of the different parts written down. The enamel is the hardest part of the tooth. The dentine keeps replacing the enamel. Pulp cavity contains the most sensitive part. You also have diseases, as simple diseases of the teeth and disorders, ways of caring for teeth, and then it will be done. Ways of caring for teeth, and then it will be done. Maybe before we move any further, can you go through these ways of caring for teeth? The ways of caring for teeth, and then we shall be saying bye because my battery is warning seriously. Ways care for our teeth or dental hygiene. You go through those ways.
Excuse me, teacher.
Yes, please. Yes, Masha.
That time when you're explaining, my network went off.
Your desktop looks like.
Yeah, that's true. But even mine, I told you last time that I had the battery is almost going off. So that's why it even went off. Even mine went off. So it was a problem. We were still talking about the canine teeth. They will ask you to give the adaptations of a canine, of the canine teeth. So you just, sorry?
That time when you were explaining, I wasn't there. My network.
Okay. So I was saying that we were talking about the canine teeth. We say that in most cases, they will ask you first, they will ask you to give the use of the canine teeth, and then you will simply say, the
Went off. Yes, so we're talking about the adaptations, and today our internet is poor and also the lack of power here. That's the challenge. So when they ask about the adaptations of something, you have to look at that thing you're talking about. If it is the canine teeth, look at the canine teeth. What do they have? What enables them to do their part, their work? And then if you realize that they are sharp and pointed, you simply say canine teeth are sharp and pointed for tearing food. How are canine teeth adapted to their function? They are sharp and pointed, used for tearing food. As simple as that. The same thing with the incisor teeth. They are sharp and flat, used for cutting food, or they are chisel shaped, used for cutting food. Then if they ask you about the molar teeth, you simply say they are blunt, broad, and rough, used for chewing food, or having ridges. If you don't want to say blunt, you can say they have ridges for chewing food. As simple as that. So when you look at the tooth, you get to realize that it has got different parts, very many parts. Like you can see this first one, it has got the enamel. The enamel is the hardest part of the tooth. After the enamel, you will have the dentine. This dentine is the part that grows to replace this enamel. As the enamel wears out, the dentine grows and replaces the enamel. Then this red part here, this is the pulp cavity. The pulp cavity contains the blood vessels and then the nerve endings. When we continue in front, we shall get to see the blood vessels. The blood vessels are found inside the pulp cavity. This part is the sensitive part. It is sensitive to heat, to pain, and even to something which is cold. When you take water, when you're taking water, sometimes you realize that the teeth become too cold. They realize that the water is too cold. So it is because of this part here, the pulp cavity. It is the most sensitive part. It is sensitive to heat, to coldness, and then to pain. As simple as that. Why? Because it has got the blood vessels inside there and also the nerve endings. As simple as that. So we also talked about the sets of teeth. We say that there are two sets of teeth, milk teeth and then the permanent teeth. With the milk teeth, they shed off after some time. We are told here that milk teeth start growing at the age of 6 months up to the age of around 7 years. These teeth begin to fall out and be replaced by permanent teeth. That is why now, like children like Nasha and so on, they are still removing their teeth because they are still removing milk teeth. They are going to, the ones that are going to develop are going to be permanent teeth for all. They will be there for all. As simple as that. Sometimes they can ask you why molar teeth are regarded as the wisdom teeth. It's because they develop in adults, because adults are believed to be wise persons. So permanent teeth, this is the second and final set of teeth in mammals. They are the ones that replace the milk teeth. The person starts developing permanent teeth at 13 years. When you reach 13 years, that's when you will start developing such teeth, especially the molar teeth. They start developing one by one. An adult normal person has got 32 teeth. Anybody who is normal and you're big, above 18, you must have 32 teeth. As simple as that. The types of teeth are clear here. We have the canine teeth, the canine teeth, the incisor teeth, molar teeth. These molar teeth are also called wisdom teeth. Sometimes they can ask you, name the wisdom teeth. Simply say molar teeth. As simple as that. So this is what we're talking about, and we finished all of that. The functions of those different parts. You also need to understand these functions of these different parts. The enamel, they can also ask you to name the mineral salts that make development of strong teeth and bones. Which mineral salts help in the development of strong teeth and bones. If you know those mineral salts, can you share with us which mineral salts help in the development of strong teeth and bones? So those mineral salts include calcium and phosphorus. Calcium and phosphorus. They are used for strong development of bones and teeth. As simple as that. For the case of the dentine, we are told that this one keeps replacing the enamel as it may wear off due to friction. For the palate cavity, as we said earlier on, it is the most sensitive part of the tooth because it contains the blood vessels and the sensory nerves. What is the use of the blood vessels? This one is used to carry digested food and oxygen to the tooth. What is the use of the sensory nerve? It is used, it is sensitive to heat, pain, and cold. As simple as that. As simple as that. And then the other one is the diseases. We have very many diseases. We have tooth decay, which is also called dental caries. This tooth decay is also caused by bacteria. And then we also have periodontal disease. Periodontal disease. Periodontal disease is also called the gum disease. It affects the gum. And for you to know it, you realize that the gum starts swelling, starts bleeding when you're chewing something, when you're brushing teeth, the gum bleeds. Then there is also another one called gingivitis. With gingivitis, it is also associated to bleeding. When you're brushing teeth, it bleeds, and also there is bad smell coming out of the mouth. It's because of gingivitis, as simple as that. So if we ask you to give the diseases of the teeth, be able to say tooth decay, periodontal disease, and then you can also talk about gingivitis, as simple as that, as simple as that. Then we also have the disorders of the teeth. These are broken teeth, then tooth cracks. Disorders of the mouth, we have thrush, burning tongue, and then cancer. Those are the disorders. So we also need to understand the ways of caring for our teeth. One of the ways, the common ways of caring for teeth that everybody practices every day, and every time or after every meal, they do this one. The first one that everyone should think about, in case you're asked to give the ways of caring for our teeth, or the ways of promoting dental hygiene. One, you have to say by brushing the teeth after every meal. The other one is by avoiding drinking very hot and very cold things. You can also say avoid eating too much or many sweets. You can also say rinse your mouth with water and salt after every meal. Then eat plenty of fresh fruits and vegetables. The other one is visit a dentist for medical checkup. And then lastly, you can also feed on a balanced diet, as simple as that. We also have the things we use for brushing teeth. This one, we looked at it in primary 1, primary 2. These things include toothbrush, toothpaste, clean water, and then also small sticks for removing things that get stuck in our teeth. As simple as that. As simple as that. So that is what we needed to discuss today. I want to wish everyone a good day, and we will meet next time. We have been discussing teeth, the human teeth. We have basically 4 different types of teeth, which include the incisors, the canines, premolars, and then the molars. We also have the 2 sets of teeth, which include the milk teeth and then the permanent teeth, as simple as that. So other questions in regards to teeth, we are open to receiving them. If you have them, you write them, send them through email, and then we shall help you get the answers. I remain Teacher Ben, taking you through integrated science. Our topic of the day has been teeth, that is human teeth. See you next time. I wish you a good day. Bye-bye.